Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off to give the highest honor, glory, and all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of great millstone who teach you do well and taught me the truth out of the Bible, and amongst other things, peace and salutations to the elect scattered to all four corners of the earth. My fellow laborers who push in this work and word in truth and sincerity all across the globe. Shalom. This is your brother Tamayat from the GMS Holland branch, coming back at you with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and I hope it is edifying. Gone. So you see it over here. This is from Disclose TV. Just in, YouTube will begin using AI to monitor user behavior and psychology to determine whether viewers in the US are over or under the age of 18. Here is how it works. We will use AI to interpret a variety of signals that help us to determine whether a user is over or under 18. These signals include the types of videos a user is searching for, the categories of videos they have watched, or the longevity of the account. When the system identifies a teen user, we will automatically apply our age-appropriate experience and protection, including disabling personalized advertising, turning on digital well-being tools, adding safeguards to recommendations, including limiting repetitive views of some kind of content. If the system incorrectly estimates a user to be under 18, they will have the option to verify that they are 18 or over, such as using a credit card or a government ID. And this is the point what we're reading here in the red and down. We will only allow users who have been inferred or verified as over 18 to view age restricted content that may be inappropriate for younger users. So this is the way how they're gonna really force you through AI to really identify yourself when you are on the platform of YouTube. And because they want to, they don't want nobody anymore to be anonymous on the internet. You see, they, of course, they know because brothers making videos with the face on the screen. But you have also a lot of YouTubers who never show their face. You see, so through facial recognition, they already know, like, okay, this person, this is this person. Because why? Esau, he always gonna search everything out. You see, they are the workers of iniquity. So let me go to that scripture. Bear with me. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64 and verse 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. You see? And when we read it in NLT, and the heart means the mind. Their mind is very deep. You see? As they plot their crimes, they say we have devised the perfect plan. Yes, the human heart, so the mind, and the mind are cunning. You see? So their mind is cunning. They search everything out. This was well thought over how they gonna map everything, because the internet really, people are going against their narratives, and in order to perform the NWO, they need to control the narrative. And as we know, they have to control internet. So they're gonna ban the ones that are going against the narrative. You see? So and this is not really about they really want to protect little children, because there's a lot of filth on YouTube that children still can watch. But it is really these words of the Lord that they hear, and of course is part of them, the so-called truthers, people that are go against and exposing them what they are saying and doing. You see? So that means that now they, through AI, they are the ones who are gonna determine if you are under 18, so if the AI, even though you are you're of age, it doesn't matter. If the AI says that you are under age, they're gonna force you to ID yourself on these platforms. You see, especially the ones who never show their face in their on the channel. You see, so this is what they are about to do. You see, and this is the beginning and the building to the digital ID, so that nobody is anonymous anymore, so that they can ban you off these platforms. And it will go even further, that they, like you see in a few countries already, in Australia happened, that they are going to police you, and they're going to throw people into jail because they say things against the government and all these things. So that goes in that totalitarian system, and we warned you that this would come. You see, so we see these things. So let me go to another article. So this is from Android Headlines, and this was from 2 days ago, July 29. 3 days ago already, where I'm at in my time zone. YouTube will crack down on underage accounts using AI powered age estimation tech, and this will be used against against the ones who are anonymous on the internet. I already have I think more than a year. They already give me limitation to post my post to post some posts at brothers channels of links. I cannot post links. If I want to post a link, they say that I have to verify myself with the ID, and this has happened already a year ago. So YouTube already was always on me, so I cannot post. That's why Salakia to the brothers. Sometimes I have news articles a lot of times, because before I was posting them and putting up links, but I cannot do that anymore. Like almost like a year. I've been everything that I had is being restricted, and they constantly ask me for ID, of ask me for my history channel. But my channel is up for a long time, and I have made a lot of videos and post a lot of things. So this is how they try to really limit you to do the work, but it ain't gonna stop us, because we're still gonna continue to spread the word till the Lord said it is enough, because this leads only to the famine of the word. But let me read Salakia. Starting 30 August, YouTube will be rolling out AI-powered age estimation tech in the US to detect underage accounts. Flagged accounts will get safety restrictions like content filters, privacy prompts, non personalized ads, and more. If the AI gets it wrong, users can verify their age using government ID, selfies, or a credit card. So, this is how they want to identify you. So, when you are on the internet, so this means that a lot of channels are brothers gonna stop making videos, and they're gonna restrict you, or you cannot even upload videos anymore. Still you show a proof of identification. You see, YouTube has been taking some important steps to ensure the well-being of minors on the platform, and that is you cannot believe that, because there's a lot of filth, like I was saying, on the internet. This is only because we're gonna play it also. Another video is a lot of filth on YouTube that children still have access to see, and they ain't getting banned, like Mr. Beast, for instance, and they getting praised. But the things that they are talking about, and yeah, I really ain't gonna say it. You gotta watch for yourself. But there's a lot of field where the children are being exposed to, but the truth and the things that is for learning and edification, and for critical thinking, they want to get that out of the way. YouTube has been taking important steps to ensure the well-being of minors on the platform. Last month, in a quiet update, the platform introduced new age rules for young live streamers. Now YouTube has announced it will soon begin using AI-powered age estimation tech to find out which users are under 18 years old. So YouTube will soon get help from AI-powered age estimation tech to find underage accounts. You see, so you can read it for yourself. And in today's official announcements, the platform mentioned starting August 13. So August 13, this will be in full effect. So you Akims out there, you're gonna see it. We're gonna all gonna see it, and this is gonna lead to to the famine of the word, because that is where all these things are leading to, man. So let me get that. This is the book of Amos, chapter 8, and verse 11. Behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And this is what is going to happen. The Lord is going to shut down everything, because you have to know this is the Lord. That means also that the elect are almost sealed. You see? When these things start to happen, we know to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that the elect is sealed, that the Lord is, it is enough. Everybody heard this word, and the elect is sealed. You see? Verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. Yeah, and especially the scoffers, those that didn't believe the things that we were saying through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, and prophesying that these things would happen. They gonna search now. The Israelites, who was stubborn and knew for like, hey man, yeah, the Hebrew Israelites, but didn't pay attention, and they are really the ones that the Lord didn't want. Also, they are gonna be now seeking for this word and be like, hey, what was the name of the Lord? Hey, what they were saying. I want to have more understanding, but now it's too late, because, like we said, get it while you can. This word is gonna be scrubbed off the internet. You see, so this word is no longer be available for you to get access to and constantly be fed with this word. It is gonna be over, because why? The Lord is closing this spiritual ark. That means that the elect are sealed, man. You see, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. Yeah, because this word is not around anymore. So you're gonna faint for thirst, because you're now thirsty. You want to get this word, but it is not anymore available. You see, and we've been on this major platform to spread this word, this truth, because of the truth through our apostles. In 2007, this word came onto the four corners, was spread onto the four corners of the earth. You see, because before that time, it was not really popular in the four corners of the earth. Only in America, it started to build up, but it was not yet over here. And even in America, especially 2007, the first batch, it came through over there, man, because a lot of brothers was hearing this through the internet, because the internet did the heavy lifting, like the Lord promised, man. You see, so this is what is happening now, man. So we are entering in the time that the famine of the word is going to be a fact, and the Lord ain't going to let us prophesy anymore, man. You see, so this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3. Let me go straight to the point, because this is what the Lord is going to do with the prophets, man, also. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth. Thou shalt be dumb, and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. And it is talking to Israel, man. You see, the Lord is going to make us stop prophesying this word, because the Lord is said that it's enough. The elect are already sealed. So this is what we seen happening, and it is building towards that, man. You see? So yeah, let me go to a few clips, and I have a few scriptures, and then we're gonna close out. Bear with me. So this is from Wiser Than Serpents, and his channels also. He's really someone they've been on him, you know, constantly. I think only in these 7 8 months they banned 7 channels or something like that from this guy, you know. And yeah, he got pretty good decent content, you know. Always he's on these things always. And yeah, if you listening, you see like, hey man, he hit the nail on the coffin. Of course he don't has the whole truth about, you know, the scriptures, but the Lord, hey, He's using who He's want to use, man, to bring out all the information, man. You see, really that their own tongue fall upon themselves. And he could be an Israelite, you never know, but he don't has the whole truth. You see, but he's diligent what he's doing. So I was listening to this video that was put up today by him, because he is not anymore really on YouTube. He's laying low. But yeah, listen for a moment and you see what's going on, man. Bear with me.
This is the Wiser Than Serpents channel. Welcome to today. Screw it. This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I wanted to put a video up over here on YouTube because I just want to make all of you aware of the things that are about to happen on YouTube. Now, we all know of all my channels that have been nuked, all the truther channels I'm sure that you've seen and watched over the years, but recently I had 3 nuked in about 2 weeks, and it's the only one that I have left, so I'm laying low right now. But I want you to know about this new YouTube restriction that is coming, where they're going to try and get you to upload your identification to YouTube. And again, this is something I've warned about over the years. I said, once a digital ID is in place and websites like YouTube start requiring an ID, is probably the time that I would leave. Now, there's always ways around it. You could use other people's IDs until there is a mandatory permanent digital ID. But for those of you out there that don't know, I'm going to get into this so you can see, because what they're doing now is they're using the algorithms, because they know that many of us who have accounts remain anonymous. You don't put your real information in when you make a YouTube account. Now, that's something they want to change. They want to end anonymity on the internet, so that they can, you know, criminalize you over things that you say online, especially anything that is anti-government or questioning the government, just like they do in China. And this will result in imprisonment, bank accounts being frozen. It's coming. And this is the start of it. So they're using AI to try to identify your age. And I'll get into it in more detail, but let me show you here Neil Mohan. This is your current CEO, this pudgy little turd who isn't even, you know, isn't really American, who's telling us who are American in this country what we should say and what we can't say. It's pretty incredible how all this has actually happened and how we've allowed it. But this is the little pudge ball who should be probably focusing on losing those titties instead of trying to gain access to people's identities and try to figure out who can hear certain things and who can't. So here he is again with Mr. Beast, another formulated, non-human YouTuber. I don't think this guy is human at all. This is the type of crap they want kids out there to watch. Teenagers 13 to 17 who primarily watch YouTube for their content. They want them to watch garbage like this because it doesn't do anything for their minds. All it does is poison their minds. It's entertainment. It's a total waste and a distraction. And it's nonsense, right? Like, how many people could swim in a bucket of Cheetos, right? How many hairs can you pluck off your nipple? Yay, let's watch this for 30 minutes. It's nothing but garbage. And this is what YouTube wants on its platform. So for anybody out there wondering in regards to me uploading again here, right now I am not going to be, but I might put up important videos here and there. My website is where all my content is. I've been making new videos every day, as I always do over there. I just put one up on Donald Trump launching the Digital Health Initiative, which is fully backed by the CDC, the World Economic Forum, the WHO, you name it, they're backing it. It is a global initiative, all MAGA, completely distracted by what's going on, and I recommend everybody go over there and join the website. There's a lot of content over there that you have missed over the last couple weeks. It's $2.99 a month. It's 10 cents a day. That gives me unlimited bandwidth over there. It enables me to send out email blasts every time I upload a video, which costs a lot of money every month to do. And of course, it keeps the trolls out, who we know are still very active here on YouTube, even though they pretty much buried me, because the trolls know if they put up videos about me, their view count will still triple, because people out there still want my content and still want to find me. But for now, you can find me on the website. The forum, again, is worth it over there. I highly recommend everybody join and give it a try. You need to see some of the content.
Yeah, let me forward it a little bit. Because, yeah, he's going hard, man, about all these things that you see, you know.
2016, when Pizzagate happened and they eliminated all the great channels.
Let me see. Yeah.
There's multiple things to dissect here. Let's start with the identity, YouTube identifying your age, okay? Because this over there. Now, back to this, okay? There's multiple things to dissect here. Let's start with the identity, YouTube identifying your age, okay? Because this is a big problem. The reason that they're doing this is because they want to make sure teenagers don't see content like mine if I slip through the algorithm. If any truth channel still remains on YouTube, they want to make sure that it's put under restricted content. They want to control what you can and cannot see. They want to play Big Brother. So YouTube will begin using AI-powered age estimation technology to figure out which users are under the age of 18 starting August 13th. YouTube will detect underage users in the US based on their activity and the age of their account, allowing the platform to automatically apply restrictions. And again, the restrictions won't be preventing minors from seeing some of the disgusting content that's on YouTube. From some of the music videos where like people like Cardi B are just naked doing music videos, right? Where they show their butt cheeks, they show their breasts, to some of the stuff where they're hinting at pedophilia or some of these videos where you see like women doing things like, and it's all sexualized. It's really ridiculous garbage content, but that will not be restricted. They don't want teenagers awakening, which is exactly what I've been trying to do all these years on this platform. So talking about the YouTube will detect underage users in the US based on their activity, okay? These accounts will get the same protections YouTube already offers to users who identify themselves as under 18, including a block on age-restricted videos, non-personalized ads, take-a-break notifications, and a limited or repeated video recommendations about sensitive topics. Now, what do you think sensitive to them? Talking about the New World Order, talking about Agenda 2030, talking about any of the stuff that we all talk about, right? So one of the things that's important to note in the article is how important it is for them to target teenagers 13 to 17, because 90% of 13 to 17-year-olds use YouTube as their number one source of information. So they want to control that because the teenagers are the most crucial element. They're going to get them, pushing them into all these narratives like climate change and climate laws, vaccination, all this crap. They need to mold their minds. Right now is when they're most susceptible to learning real information. That's why it's so important for them to have us institutionalized in the education systems from such a young age to an age like 20-something when your brain stops maturing. So they want to make sure that those kids only see things like Mr. Beast and, of course, the alt-right media crap that they'll feed them because it keeps them in the left-right paradigm. As long as everyone's divided over politics in the left and the right, they win. Because eventually they're going to herd people, again, into left, red and blue states and all the other stuff that they have planned with certain laws for certain states, certain vaccination mandates for certain states, certain climate laws for certain states, certain LGBT rights for certain states, certain abortion rights for certain. That's how they're going to herd people. So unless people break out of that, they're going to have control of them. And another thing, in addition to this, because again, if they determine that you are, say you're 40 and you're listening and they say, well, you're 15, we think you're 15, which the algorithm somehow has the ability to do, they're going to ask you to upload your ID. Otherwise, you're going to be blocked from using YouTube. Otherwise, you won't be able to use your account, you won't be able to comment. This is easing people into digital IDs to get into and access websites. I've talked about this for many years, right? It's going on in Australia. The UK is implementing this stuff. It's amazing that everyone thinks that Donald Trump is a patriot. He's going to do something about it. He's not going to do anything about it. Just like he's pretending that he's end censorship. Really, I lost 7 channels this year in 7 months. Yeah, it's really ending censorship. Oh, because I don't keep people in the left-right paradigm, right? Donald Trump bringing in every New World Order agenda possible. He's one of them. It couldn't be more obvious. But the sheep continue to sleep. So they're going to make you upload an ID, just letting you know that, which is, again, another reason that this platform is dead. They're deliberately sabotaging this platform on purpose anyway. They're going to have it so that it's just their people, like their Mr. Beasts, and then they want to turn this into like the new cable, the new live streaming, and it's not working. People aren't interested. They want content creators like me, content creators like a lot of you out there who are actually critically thinking, okay? And another thing that they're doing is videos like mine, right? They don't want on the platform. So if you look at their content that violates the guidelines, one of the things they highlight is content that exclusively features readings or other materials you did not originally create, like text from websites or newsfeeds. So every time I have a channel, for anyone that doesn't know, every month or so, they send me a notification that says my channel is going to get banned in 4.
So this is what they are planning, man, and this is all mischief what they are, and they make it a law, but it is really against the Constitution. A lot of things that they're doing is against the Constitution, but they have to go another route. So they're using AI, and that's why the brothers, the elders was going into it, that the AI governance, and this is what is going on. They taking over, AI is taking over your jobs. The AI is the AI is your therapist, your psychiatrist, everything nowadays. People are going really, and this is that witchcraft, man. They really go into AI to ask for counsel. That's why was another article that the AI was saying to somebody, for mass deletion and all kinds of madness, because this is really that witchcraft that Esau created, man. You see? So let me go through scripture real quick. Bear with. Because this is all mischief, man, and they're gonna make everything a law by mischief. To what? To control everything, man. You see, to bring on that NWO, because that is what this is all about. So this is Psalms chapter 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frame it mischief by a law? You see, and in the NLT, can unjust leaders claim that the Heavenly Father is on their side? Leaders who decrease permit injustice. Yeah, this is all injustice, because they don't want you to say that they are wicked, the things that they are bringing, implementing these wicked laws, this hell what they bringing upon people. They don't want you to complain about it. All the lies that are being perpetrated by them, and they try to make it by law. Yeah, and that's why the carbon footprint and everything that they are bringing, it is all unrighteous decrees. You see, a matter of fact, let me get it. You see, because they're going to make these things a law. And that's why we need salvation of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, because this man, this Esau is crazy, you see? And you see, the other nations are joining, are joined onto him, man. This is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them that decree or righteous decrees, and write grieviness which they have prescribed. Salakia. You see? And this is what they do, and it is grievous laws that they are implementing. A lot of things are lawless, it's criminal, but they made it a law, but it is unrighteous, you see? So the Lord is coming for them for all the wickedness that they are portraying. But yeah, we seeing it, man. And it's gonna get worse. So that's why the famine of the word, everything is about to happen, but it is all in the hands of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So that's why, hey, Akim, we have to stay in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and stay strong, man, because these things, it's everything that we see, and man, it's only gonna get worse, man, before it's gonna get better. You see, they turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that the widow may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. This was in the King James version. You see, so they take the needy from judgment, man. You see. That's why they now making Trump has a new law to the homeless. They need to get a roundup from the streets. The veterans who voted for him, all these things. And the Lord said, "Hey, a man that fight, he's in war and is not taken care of. The Lord, it is grievous in the eyes of the Lord, man. And the Lord hates it. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, hey." The Lord, he hates it, man, when you treat a soldier that fought your wars and is being mistreated bad. Now he's on the street holding a sign that he's hungry. He needs help. But meanwhile, he fought your wars. The Lord said that is a very grievous thing. So Esau, you're going to get punished for that too. Because look at in America, man. The veterans are begging on the streets, man. When I was in America, I saw that. I was like, hey, that's horrible, man. The ones that was fighting in Iraq. You had some old veterans from Vietnam. That is horrible when you're treating your soldiers like that. They're now begging on the streets, man. You see? And this is also part of their unjust laws that they are implementing to really make the needy a prey. You see? Because why? They want to that the poor, that everybody is really go on their knees and beg them to give them, please, that MOTB, so that they have total control and dominion over you, and they are your gods, because that is what they are heading towards to. And all these people with Trump, see the people that he's surrounding himself with. They are all technocrats, and the people behind these technocrats. Because this is the NWO that they are performing right in front of your eyes with all kinds of rituals, man. You see? But yeah. So, let me go back, bear with me. So, yeah, really, this was the point. Let me see if it was a little bit more.
14 days unless I upload a video proving that I'm real, because I don't show my face on my videos, right? So they're kind of like, oh, are you AI? Are you a real person? So I have to upload a video, which I do a ridiculous thing. I pretend I'm gay every time, hi everybody, and they fall for it hook, line, and sinker because, well, they're complete idiots, the humans at least that work there, and then they allow my channel to remain. But this is one of the things that they don't want. They don't want people doing the types of videos that I do, where I don't show my face because they don't want anonymity. They want so that if they ban you, that they'll have facial recognition, and if you ever try to come back, they'll immediately remove you because you'll be programmed into the algorithm. So this is what they're doing right now. They're trying to end people by saying, oh, well, people who read things, read text, but don't show their face. They want everyone to be formulated. All the formulated videos you see on Rumble and YouTube, where it's a person talking and they got a little box in the right corner like a news anchor, all sitting at a desk wearing a blazer, looking like cookie cutters right out of Tavistock. That's it. All right and left. They all look and talk the same. It's the same formulated crap. That's the behavior they want. That's the content that they want. They don't want people anonymous. They don't want people showing them and piecing things together. They don't want videos where you see all the signs and the symbols and the repetition like I show you, because it breaks you free from their spell. And trust me, this is a spell that they have on the masses. So July 15th, here's another thing. They said we're making an update to our repetitious content policy to better clarify this. It includes content that is repetitive or mass produced. That's another thing that they've put me in. That's why I think my channel's got nuked off, because I make multiple videos every day, right? 2 to 3 videos every day. I was making here pretty much 2 or 1. a little bit recently, making more like 2 or 1 to try to, make sure the algorithm doesn't detect me. They're counting that as like repetitive or mass produced because, well, it's just a guy talking, he's just reading. They want you, these guys who make like 1 video a week, even though it probably takes them an hour to make it, to make it so that you can't constantly talk to people, interact with people, and wake people up. So they call it inauthentic content, and that's kind of what they labeled me as. And again, they're using the algorithm on me. A lot of you have asked, you said, why do all the copycat channels get the stamp? I don't know why they do. Maybe because they don't have a lot of subscribers. That's probably why this one hasn't been detected yet, right? I always tell people, usually when my channel hits 25 to 30, it used to be 100, but then it turned into 25 to 30. They go overnight usually. They go within a week or two.
This was really the point, and I have another video lined up. Bear with me. So this is from the Jimmy Dore show, and yeah, you see it, the title, brand new social media censorship bill is here. So they push it forward, and guess who is behind this all? You already can guess it, so let me play it. Bear with me.
Like is unacceptable. That's what he's saying. You're not allowed to hate stuff. You're not allowed to hate Zionism or Israel or genocide or any of that stuff, or their control. People having thoughts that we don't like is unacceptable. That's what he's saying. You're not allowed to hate stuff. You're not allowed to hate Zionism or Israel or genocide or any of that stuff, or their control of our government. You're not allowed to hate that. That's called hate speech. So the censors are at it again, and of course it's the ADL, which is the American Defamation League, right, or Anti-Defamation League, and so basically they're ironically named because what they do is they defame anybody who tells the truth about Israel. They defame them and call them an anti-Semite. So the Anti-Defamation League is actually the Pro-Defamation League, and they're like the boy who cried wolf, and they've wrecked the word. The term anti-Semitism is more burned out than Gary Busey at Burning Man. Okay. And here's it is. AIPAC funded reps. So Josh, a Democrat from New Jersey, he's an AIPAC tool, and Don Bacon, a Republican from New England or Nebraska, introduced ADL-backed Stop the Hate. That's what it's called. Stop the Hate Act. And if anybody knows AIPAC, their hatred of hatred is world renowned.
Yeah.
In fact, they'll start World War III to stop hatred.
Yeah.
They'll assassinate hateful people with impunity and take out their entire family just to play it safe. That's how much they hate.
They'll kill their kids to stop hate.
And so every day social media company, they're going to pass this bill, Stop Hate Act, to censor the internet and suppress anti-Semitism. Every day social media companies fail to comply with their demands will result in a $5 million fine. So this is a $5 million fine to a media company that doesn't follow the rules set by AIPAC. I'm not saying that this is going to backfire epically, but I would not want to be the people who made this legislation for the foreseeable future. Here it is. Want to hear him?
Yes. Bipartisan legislation requires social media companies to release detailed public reports of violations of their terms of service and to outline how they're addressing these violations, which includes the use of their platforms by terrorist groups. Every day, companies fail.
The use of their platforms by terrorist groups. Isn't the IDF a terrorist group? Aren't they committing a genocide right now? Is that not terrorism? What? So terrorist groups, and also AKA people we don't like.
Okay.
Because exactly that is what it is. And guess who they don't like? That is us. The video that I make, the previous video that I make a few days ago about, what was yesterday, and a lot of brothers made a video. That woman that said that she gonna run over the IUIC. You see, because she thought there was a T group. And of course, ADL was involved in it. So they built in that case, like we say, man. We say in these things, man. This all is clear as day. That's why they want to label us really like that. But they have, because we only preach in the Bible. We are non-violent, so they search for everything. You see, the Southern Poverty Law and put us in like a hate group and lump us in together with these white supremacist group, this Edomite supremacist group. You see, because Esau is hurt because he's being exposed. So because he is exposed, he's doing everything, and especially the small heads. You see. Because they had a meeting, I cannot find it, I have that video somewhere, but they had a meeting with each other, and they said, high officials of the small heads, and they said that young African Americans are a threat, you see? And they know that the elites know that we are the Israelites. That's why they are afraid, because they want to keep the narrative, and they are the one that are controlling the narrative and controlling America and controlling all these governments in Europe and and you cannot say that. You see, when you say that, they cry wolf and they pull out the card. That is what they are doing. You see? And they shut you down, and this is what is happening everywhere, man. You see? So let me go to a scripture. So let me get it. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 17, because it is about them, you see. And verse 16, for he said, because the Lord had sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation, you see. And they are the head tribe, Amalek, you see. You see, they are the head tribe. So the Lord will have war with them forever and ever. Matter of fact, let me get another scripture. Because Amalek is the chief tribe of the Edomites, you see. So let me get it real quick. And the Lord is going to have war with them forever. And it means that the Lord is coming for them, because they are the one that have the land in their possession, the Holy Land, you see. And they don't share it even with the other Edomites. It is Amalek who hoarding all the resources and all the goodies, the blessing that he had, you know, from his forefathers. The progenitor Esau, he kept everything for himself and doesn't share with the other Edomites, and that makes them also mad, you know. So this is Numbers chapter 24, chapter 24, and we go over there, and verse 20, and when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable, and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. So these Amalekites, they're going to perish forever, man. First, they're going to go into hardcore slavery for 1,000 years. And after that, the Lord is going to destroy them, eradicates Amalek and the other Edomites too, man. This is the judgment, man. You see? But especially Amalek, man. And that's why everybody goes against him. Even Esau is against him. That's why you see Satan divided against Satan. A kingdom cannot stand, man. You see? So, let me look it up. You know, the hair was the first. And Ra'asha in the Hebrew, and it goes into the first, the beginning, the chief. You see, Ra'ash, the beginning, the first, the chief. So he's like Judah is the head tribe of the Israelites. So is Esau, is Amalek, the head tribe of the Edomites. You see, that is him. You see, in the strong definition, goes in the first in place, time, order, or rank, specifically a first fruit, beginning, chief. You see, order or rank, also a principal, fruits, part, time, a principal thing. That is Amalek, man. You see, and he's calling the shots worldwide, man. You see, so he's the first of the nations, man. He is ruling in everything, man. And that's why you cannot talk about it. You see. So let me go back to Jamie Dory.
Al-Qaeda's okay though, right?
Al-Qaeda, right?
Yeah.
The head of Al-Qaeda in Syria is now the head of Syria, and Trump loves him. So he got taken off that terrorism list. You know who they put on that terrorism list? The rapporteur for Israel from the UN, the woman who told you the truth about the genocide and the starvation that's happening. She's now a terrorist, but the head of Al-Qaeda is not a terrorist. Let that sink in for a while. And so now this is the ADL, this is APEC, this is your Israeli overlords going to fine your media companies $5 million for not censoring you.
And the irony of having a guy named Bacon in on it.
Report this information, it will result in a $5 million fine. Social media companies can no longer hide the crimes that take place on their platforms, especially when they pose a threat to America's national security. And we're very proud of this bill as the backing of the Anti-Defamation League.
Ha!
I saw anti-Semitism for the first time when I was 15 years old. I had good parents who taught me it was wrong, but it left the lasting impression on seeing my first incident.
So his parents taught him anti-Semitism is wrong, just not genocide. Isn't that weird? That's weird. That's
They also didn't tell him what it means.
I guess they
It
couldn't.
includes Arabs, by the way. The word includes Arabs. I can't believe it's used the way it's used.
As a teenager. And if you're on my social media, you see it every day from people that are responding back with what I consider clearly anti-Semitic kind of messages on social media. I even saw a article today, it was about me, but talking about we don't oppose congressmen who are pro-Zionists, right? And you're like, in other words, it's all over our social media, and it's unacceptable.
And you know, people having thoughts that we don't like is unacceptable. That's what he's saying. You're not allowed to hate stuff. You're not allowed to hate Zionism or Israel or genocide or any of that stuff or their control of our government.
Have you seen that ad? Control pawn to the left and to the right. +2, -3, kind of a running forward.
Commercials.
Or any of that stuff or their control of our government. You're not allowed to hate that. That's called
What's
hate
going to
speech.
happen when the Jews that aren't happy with Zion?
But the funny part is the Lord hates. He hates Esau. You see? The Lord hates. The Lord has hate also, man. The Lord has hate, man, for a lot of things, man. You know, so let me get it real quick. Bear with me. Let me get it real quick. I have a few scriptures, you know. Yeah, let me get this one. The Lord hates, man. This is Romans chapter 9 and verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. And this is what the Lord says, man. You see, he hates. You see? He doesn't like Esau, man. That is what it is, man. The Lord hates. So that is Esau telling the Lord also you cannot hate. The Lord embedded us with emotions, what he has, man. You see? And the Lord hates Esau. He hates the Edomites, man. You see? And he loves Jacob, man. The Lord is not only about love. And that's just the same thing. You can hate something, but that doesn't mean that if you hate something that you try to shut them down or try to force people to love you, because that is not natural. That is artificial. I'd rather that somebody really said from the bottom of his heart that he hates me, like these Edomites always do, like, yeah, we love and blah, 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 and inclusion and blah, blah, blah. Everybody needs to be together. Meanwhile, you hate in my guts. In your inward, you hating, talking all manner of smack, and through your actions, I can see that there is no love. Because that is a lot of you Edomites are doing, man. You see, professing with your mouth that you love, that you love me, but when it comes to the deeds and everything that you are doing, we see only perpetual hatred. You see?
Zionism. I'm waiting to see how they handle that. I guess they'll be thrown in the lot with the terrorists.
And let's a little more.
And when I saw the protests out here the last 2 days, they were vile, right?
The protests were vile. Yeah, guess what? That's called freedom of speech. That's the whole point of freedom of speech includes speech that is vile. That's the beauty of America. And if you don't like that we have freedom of speech here, you should go to North Korea or go to Saudi Arabia. Go someplace else that doesn't have freedom of speech. Get the hell out of my country. It's like, oh yeah, I'm all for freedom of speech until you say something I don't like. Then I'm not so much. Then not so much.
I think Saudi Arabia lets you tweet about Zionism, though.
I bet they.
Yeah, but what Jimmy Dore got wrong is that the land mass really belongs to the Native Americans, man. You know, they have to say to all you Edomites, like, you need to get out of the land, man. You see? And all you other nations that really didn't belong over there, man. The land really belongs to the Native Americans, you see?
Would?
You can see the anti-Semitism in their comments and how they were treating some of our members of Congress who are Jewish. I saw that firsthand. It's unacceptable. And so we want to be in a country that makes clear that...
You know what's unacceptable? Censorship of people's hatred. People get to hate shit. And if you don't like what they're saying, don't listen.
Aren't you already spending their taxes on Israel, whether they like it or not?
Yes.
So for my money, I don't get to say whatever I want. That's interesting.
That's just weird that you're not allowed. So any protest, by the way, of Israel is anti-Semitic. And why are people... I'm not anti-Semitic. I have all the Jews I know pretty much I like. I'm not anti them because if I'm anti someone, it's not because they're Jewish. I'm anti them because of their supporting a genocide.
Well,
that would be why.
Because they're Jewish, if you don't like because they're Jewish, it's very similar to saying it's okay to kill kids because they're Arab. It doesn't work like that. They purposely conflate Zionism. And they had, what was that resolution they had in Congress to say it's the same thing? The reason they had that is so this idiot, this Nebraska dipshit closet case can stand here and go, somebody said, I don't like He gives no examples of any anti-Semitism except someone against Zionism, which is not Judaism.
And I think you're allowed to hate stuff. You're allowed to be a vile person.
Especially on Twitter.
Hey, and yes, also I would make this clear. Fair use, only for educational purposes only. So let's continue.
I think you should be, this whole anti-hate speech stuff is just anti-speech. This is it's the speech you hate that needs protecting. It's not the speech you like. So if you hate hate speech, too bad. You have to live with it. That's how I feel. And someone gets to be an anti-Semite. You get to be whatever you want. You don't get to, I don't want the government fining me for thoughts, because that's all that is thought crimes.
You think this will pass? It's pretty egregiously against the First Amendment. I mean, like, how would they get it passed all the way through?
Well, I don't know if you can tell in this video, these guys are scared because social media is over the target and the recipients have lost all grace and intelligence and are now just acting like animals barking at anything that moves now. That's what this is, because they know social media they can control the corporate media. They can control Wolf Blitzer and Chris Hayes and all of them. They can control Sean Hannity.
And that is what it is, because the truth, the floodgates are open and they are being exposed. So they are now resulting really to unrighteous decrees, like we are reading, man. Like we've been reading, Salakia. You see, this is what they are resulting to now, to making unrighteous laws, because they are being exposed. Nobody is believe them anymore. Everybody see through the wickedness and the lies and how you say it, and the deceit. They see it. Everybody is seeing it. You see, so they have to control the narrative. So they come in with draconian laws. You see, and Draco was a lawgiver in the time of the Grecians. You see, and he had also wicked laws to oppress the people and put you to deletion if you didn't obey his unrighteous laws. You see, because that is what it is, and this is the same thing that they are doing, because these are tyrants, they are criminals. You see, that is what it is, and they don't want you to say that they are criminals. You have to laugh and say and smile and say everything that you are doing is good, and that is what they want. You cannot question their authority. This is what they want. So this is what they pushing, and this is what this vibration you see all through the whole earth is because why? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Job 9:24. You see, and they are the wicked, so they are gonna perpetrate their wicked laws throughout the whole hemisphere, the Western hemisphere, but also worldwide, because they control everything, man. You see? So really, that is what it is. You see, brand new social media censorship bill is here. So yeah, you can watch this for yourself, And we told you these things, man, that these things would happen. And you Jakes who didn't want to listen to this word, hey, soon it is not anymore on the internet. And then you're gonna know, like, hey, man, shit, there was here, the Hebrew Israelites was prophesying about these things, man. Where are they? You want to hear this word, but now you ain't gonna get it anymore, man. So let me get that scripture, matter of fact. And then I'm going to close out. Let me get it. This is Ezekiel chapter 33. And you see the title, The Watchman Duty. And let me start with 32. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice, and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. You see, and a lot of people, they be like, Khan, no, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, but they don't follow really the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And that is so important, man. You see, to hearken really what the prophets are saying. Verse 33, because we are pipe onto them, Salakia, before I read further, because we pipe onto them, but they don't hearken, man. You see, we play that music, and make it that sweet song, the gospel that we are bringing, but our people don't want to dance onto the tune, man. They scoffing, shrugging their shoulder. So, and when all these things are coming to pass, the MOTB, the draconian laws, scarce, sedition among men, really, the hell is breaking loose. Listen what you're gonna say. Then you're gonna know this. And when this coming to pass, lo, it will come. What will come? Famine, woes, lamentations. You see, the words that the Lord has spoken, the things that is about to happen, because when the prophets are on the scene, we always told you that when the Lord sent his messengers, because that is what the prophet is, when he sent his messengers, his prophets, to prophesy and tell you about these things, you see, about what is about to come. Hey, the prophets of old was prophesying. Matter of fact, let me get it. And then we jump back. Yeah, I know I'm all over the place, but yeah. Khan. This is Jeremiah chapter 28 verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. You see? This is happening again, man. The prophets are back. We are prophesying about the things that is about to happen. You see? We telling you what is about to happen, and still, hey, our people don't want to listen because this is a rebellious house. You see? So this is going to happen now. Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 3. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that the prophet had been among them. Yeah, because the people that are be scoffing, y'all not prophets, I'm glad this ain't going to happen. This will go forever. Nah, the Lord is going to stop all of this, man. But it's going to go it's going to get worse before it's going to get better, because the new kingdom, the kingdom of heaven is going to be set here upon earth. It's not going to float somewhere in space. No, the Lord is going to set the new kingdom here upon earth, man. That is what he's about to do. But first, these things are going to have to happen first before the Lord is going to set up the kingdom, man. And he's going to take Esau down with a great force. That is what is going to happen. You see? That is what is going to happen. But first, Esau knows. That's why he knows that he had about a little time. And that's why he's doing all these things. Matter of fact, let me get it. It's a long time I didn't pull that scripture. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. And it reads, Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. That's why these things that we see that Esau is implementing, is that he's coming down with great wrath upon the people. You see? And especially upon the saints, the ones that are preaching this truth. Esau cannot handle that. He don't like it. So he's coming down with great wrath. You see? But we have to rejoice and not be afraid of our adversary. Because we know this is an evident token of his destruction, man. You see? And for us unto salvation. So that's why we have to enjoy, man. You see? Because Esau is that red dragon, man, the one that was given that great sword, man, to bring famine and pestilence and mass deletion, man. You see? So, but he knows his time is short, because he knows that this kingdom is about to end, man. Because Yahushua is going to take it back, man, with force. Yeah, man. So, from the 13th of August, you can expect, a lot of channels is going to get banned, because AI is going to say that you are underage and you have to show your ID. And yeah, man, we're gonna see what is gonna happen, man. But hey, everything is in the Lord's hand, man, and we got to put all our burdens and depend and lean upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. So with that, I want to give the highest honor, glory, and all praise to Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who teach and do well. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom, shalom.